Just quick recap, go! So this week has been really busy. Classes have started and we went on our weekend orientation trip. As far as classes are, they're really interesting, and I have 2 on-site classes and then another class that goes on-site maybe once or twice. My first one is Roman Catholicism, and today we went to the Vatican, which was really cool. That's just learning all about the religion and the people and the practices, and then going to a lot of churches and holy places, and then we're going to do weekly reflections of that. Second class, Italian 102, which is Italian 102. Mi professoressa parla sempre in italiano. And my third class is writing fiction, writing in Rome, and it's really awesome because we're going to go to different sites nearly every week, maybe every other week, and we're just gonna go write in the places we visit in Rome and use inspiration from Rome. Fourth class, honors. Honors is a lot of work. 50% of my grade is on one project. And then my last class is exploring fiction, which is with the same English professor, and then we read a book every single week. So I'm looking forward to all of those, and I'm looking forward to being able to walk around Rome while learning and not being stuck in a classroom all the time. Though today was my first day ever being late for a class. Whenever you take a new bus route, always make sure you know what stop you're getting off of first. So today was bus commuting day number 2. I was on site today for the first time for my writing in Rome class, which was really cool because we just walked around Rome and we wrote in a little church, and then we walked around Rome again, and then we sat by a fountain and we read our pieces, and then we walked some more. I figured out the bus, yay! Speaking of the bus system, it's very crowded in the morning because Italians are commuting, and then you have a bunch of Loyola students who are commuting for their on-site classes, and then you have possibly some students commuting for their school, and some of them are really tiny, and then they're ushered by nuns, and it's really cute, but it makes it very crowded in the bus. If I didn't know what scendere meant before, I sure know what it means now. Scendere basically means to get off. So there's a lot of Italians telling me scendere blah blah or blah blah scendere, and basically they were telling me I need to get off at the next stop. Are you getting off, or can I move by you? Scendere. Last week I finally got gelato. We went to dinner and then we got gelato after. At the dinner place, I had my first interaction with the Italian explaining, hey, I'm vegetarian, is there any meat in this? The menu had a lot of pastas, but it seemed like a lot of them had meat in them. So I asked him, gnocchi sono con carne? And then he started saying something in Italian. I think he overestimated the amount of Italian I knew, because even though I can make a question like that, it doesn't mean I understand the answer. And I'm like, sono vegetariana. And then he was explaining the sauces, he's like, oh, there's ragu, or there's this sauce, and then we weren't getting it, and he's like, pomodoro, and we're like, oh, tomato sauce, yes. So, first interaction, explaining vegetarianism, that was fun, went over well. I'm getting good at initiating dialogue, not so good about actually engaging in that dialogue afterwards. That's a goal of mine this semester, to actually follow through on the dialogue I initiate in Italian. We went to the Gelateria del Teatro, which is close to Piazza Navona, and it's right across the river from where we turn off from Piazza Cavour. I got pistachio, chocolate orange, and pumpkin almond something. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. It tastes like pumpkin cookie dough. Highly recommend Gelateria del Teatro. There's a supermarket nearby, and I've been stocking up on snacks and breakfast. The dining hall here, Mensa, is only open for a couple hours each day, and I was able to have a full mini fridge for about 22 euro. If you want grocery bags, you have to ask for them because you have to pay for them. If you plan on going to the grocery store and buying less than 50 euros worth of groceries, do not bring a 50 euro bill, because if you're buying, say, €13 worth of groceries, but all you have is a €50 bill, the lady at the register may give you a scolding in Italian, but you don't know what she's saying because it's Italian. So she gives you a very dirty look but accepts the bill anyway, and you quickly walk out. That is the second lady at the register who has tried lecturing me in Italian about the way things work at the grocery store and I haven't understood. Simply, the grocery store is very, very nice, except I just haven't had great experiences when checking out yet. I'll work on that. They also don't have baby carrots here. Baby carrots aren't a thing, and I'm very upset about that. On the other hand, I've gotten red peppers, and the red peppers have been very good, except I don't have a knife to cut them. So the other day I went into the IC and I just ate a red pepper whole as if it was an apple. I don't have shame. The apples are also very good. I've been getting Gala apples. But I'm really excited because I can use my new bowls that I bought in Vietri at the orientation trip I went on with my buffalo from the buffalo farm and goat, and I can put cereal in there and yogurt in there and have a happy morning breakfast. Look at that beauty. If any student life assistants watch this, don't get mad at me, but I borrowed a spoon from Mensa so I can have cereal. I might borrow a knife for that pepper. I promise I'll give them back. I also started going on runs for the first time in my life outside. A couple things make it difficult though. Number one, hills. Going downhill's really fun. Going uphill, fun. Two, the sidewalks are not in the best shape. There are potholes and there are cracks, and sometimes they get really, really narrow, and I might have almost turned my ankle a couple of times. Three, Italians don't pick up after their dogs. There are a lot of Italians that have dogs. Dogs have to act on nature, and so they leave a lot of that natural act around. The Italians do not pick it up. So you're constantly watching your feet instead of, the Roman landscape around you and the buildings and the people. Which brings me to 4. Running at certain times of the day is sometimes difficult because the sidewalks are narrow and people are going from one place or another. I recommend not running between 3 and 5 o'clock because a lot of people are picking up their kids from school, and even though it's super awesome to see the adorable Italian children using all their wonderful hand gestures and storytelling inflections because they're so adorable, it makes it a little bit difficult to run. Also, Italians are people watchers, and it might seem really awkward to run when everyone's looking at you. It also gets difficult when you're stuck behind a really, really adorable but very elderly Italian couple. Post-workout. Not only are there hills for every walk or every run I do, JFRC has a lot of stairs and a very tiny elevator that's kind of inconvenient. I live on the 3rd floor, but I am the 5th floor compared to where the cafeteria and our gym are. So this is gonna be the semester of calves and hamstrings. Leg day all day, every day. That's it for now. O presto, amici. So I took 2 Nutella packets from the hotel breakfast for the road, and I just put it on my spoon with my yogurt, and let me tell you, it's fantastic. I highly recommend it.